Oh, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. We are doing our third installment of the Danganronpa tier list. This is Danganronpa V3. Why do I feel like there's not a lot of characters? Anyways, this game is awesome. I recall hating it, and I still kind of hate it. I think it's very convoluted and confusing, and it's very freaky. It's very freaky at times, but beautiful characters. I really like it. I just didn't like the ending. So, once again, spoilers for everything. Let's jump right in. I loved Shuichi Saihara. My number one favorite in this game, though, is Rantaro Amami, which I got cursed, I guess, liking a character who died first, which I have my reaction somewhere and I shall post it on this channel eventually because I screamed. I screamed. I was like, are you kidding me? Apparently, I recall reading somewhere the artist as well created him and then found out he was getting killed first, and he was so disappointed. Or it was like the dude who wrote this saw the art and was like, I'm so disappointed he's dying first. It makes me so mad. He's beautiful. I want more sprites. I love Koichi Oma. I love him. I love him. A funny little character. I still love Nagito Komaeda better, but I think Kokichi is like the Nagito in this game, but he's still his own person. I love him. I love his little back and forths. You're just like, you never know when to believe him, which I think is kind of cool. Not gonna lie. Who else? I once again had previous knowledge of game characters. I saw them. I really liked the look of Kibo, and I thought I would love him. I like him. He's A tier. I like him, but I thought I would love him a lot more. Like, I don't ever randomly think of Kibo. I would say if Danganronpa ever is brought up or I see a tweet about it, whoever is in my A tier, I'll probably be like, oh, Rantaro, oh, Shuichi, oh, Koichi. But I'm never like, Kibo, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm going to put her D tier. As I said in a previous video, the last previous video, I don't really like sexual characters. I think she was vulgar and super sexual. It made me very uncomfortable. Not a fan of it at all. The rest of the characters they're difficult. I feel like I rushed through the game and didn't really get to like love or appreciate the characters. I forgot his name. Roma? I would say A tier. I don't recall much, but I just recall me being weirded out by him at first and then learning more about him, and I'm just like, dang, you know? That's about all I got. I really disliked her in the beginning. I thought she would be like stereotypical, but I actually came to like her. Someone who I liked in the beginning and then didn't like in the end was, I don't even remember his name, but the spaceship guy. I don't know. Like, he's fine. I think he's fine. I could even put B tier, but like low B, high C. The main girl who killed but then didn't actually kill, she's weird. I'd give her like a low A, high B or low A. I didn't necessarily love her. I did get spoiled that she died first, which I was so disappointed about because I was like, wow, that would have been a twist and I would not have seen that. So I was disappointed about that. I actually really liked her. I thought her reasoning in real life, something about the president, was like really cool. Like, so random. I know people who hate her because they're like, it's weird, it's unrealistic. I'm like, I feel like that's almost just so freaking hilarious. I think that's so funny. I don't even remember what it was. I had a love-hate relationship with her. I thought she was fine throughout the game, but then I was very disappointed that she was like a survivor. Although I don't really know if I don't recall the end. None of this wasn't actually real, was it? I think it was. It was like a TV show, right? So C tier because she underperformed. Gonta, I liked him. I'd say I liked him. I liked how like those two, he tricked him or something during that whole video game portion. I thought that was kind of neat. I dislike her. I think her character design is super ugly. I think she's very ugly. I don't like how she acts towards Himiko. I don't like how she acts towards the guys. I think that's really weird. I think this game has too many like polarizing characters. I guess that's how you could say it. Him, strange, very strange. The whole sister bit, that was random. I'd give him a C because throughout the game I did enjoy his weird creepiness. Her, Atua, I felt like she died, right? I'd give her a low C. I don't recall much. I just remember her being, in my opinion, very one-dimensional. Like, I felt like there wasn't much to her. Like, you know, there was Atua, but then that was kind of it, right? Samugi, who was the mastermind, was she Junko the whole time? Throughout the game, I literally did not know her. I remember reading her lines, but I feel like I never looked at her character. She was so boring. I didn't even care about her fashion cosplay. I didn't like Samugi as a antagonist. I'll put her D just because I feel like it was a failure of a character in my opinion, which I think it's great that they picked such a boring character, but then it almost made it too boring. If you were going to do something like that, could you imagine him being the person? Could you imagine the dude you're with the entire game, or even her, one of those two? That would have been cool because you expect her, and then you're like, oh my gosh, she's nice, she's with Kaito, and then at the end, could you imagine her being like kills him or something, and is actually like, oh, I'm actually the mastermind? I think that would have been dope. I don't know. Overall, you can see it's quite a mix. Again, this one is just so, everyone's so polarizing to a fault. I feel like they're so polarizing, they don't connect at all. Whereas I feel the other games, yes, they are different, but yet it seems like they come together more. Whereas this game, I still feel like they're so separate and so different. But again, it's been a while, so that's my tier list. Those are my 3 tier lists. I'll definitely continue to make tier lists. I think tier lists are really fun to make. It is just fun, to look back. So, bye.